And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Ribicoo, you know what time it is. What time it is. Ribicoo number one, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the daily stream. For all of you watching around the world, I see you. You guys are amazing. Thank you for tuning in to this beautiful. Today feels like Wednesday. It's Monday. Yes, it is Monday. And today is officially April 28th, 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be doing, Montecristo, Montecristo, crafted by AJ Fernandez review. And the stogies that we're going to be doing, well, the stogies that we've been doing lately have been fun, have been nice, and I want to give you guys a good review. We're also going to be pairing up some whiskeys, different prices. I'll tell you the prices. I'll tell you if it goes, and I'm going to tell you if it's worth buying with this stick. Is this stick worth buying, skip, or buy? We're going to see. Point of the matter is, let's start by showing you the Montecristo AJ Fernandez collab. And there we go. Oof, I'm going cockeyed. There we go over here. Hopefully nobody lost their eye for a second there. Beautiful. Now, this is box pressed for any of you watching. We're going to talk about this more. But for right now, let's talk about this. For all of you watching, we stream every day. If you haven't already noticed our memberships, get that membership. If you haven't, in the chat room, there should be a way for you to get a membership. Or if not, in the details. Check out the details. If this is your first time here, let me tell you, I'm a wild man. But we're going to say this. We do a lot of different whiskeys. And for all of you that do not know, I am in America. Yes, in America. And in America, we don't tend to drink scotch, but we do drink scotch. This channel is all about everything. We drink scotch. We drink Irish whiskey if I want to. We drink literally flavored whiskey if we want to. I drink rye whiskey. I drink American whiskey. I drink anything whiskey. The point of the matter is, we only show the best. And today on the stream, I'll be showing you a good comparison and seeing which one actually goes with this Montecristo AJ Fernandez stick. For all of you watching, don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe up here, down below. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe down below. If you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button up here. Hit that like button up here. Three little dots are down below. If you're watching on your phone, tap that phone. And also, Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. I think you guys know what time it is. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. We're number one. Okay, for all of you watching, here we go. Let's start off by talking about this stick. Okay, Montecristo. You do tend to see collabs with different companies and different artists, right? And different cigar makers, different just different what's the word, factories. Let's just say this. In the stogie industry, everybody knows each other, okay? In the stogie industry, everybody knows each other. And for all of you that do not know, all of them know each other. Most of them know their personalities, each one of their personalities. Everybody knows who's the douchey head in the whole industry, which we could talk about that eventually one day. But they all know each other, and sometimes they don't like working with each other because of just personality-wise, right? Or maybe they're into politics or something. But I'm going to say this. This collab over here is pretty awesome. Montecristo, crafted by AJ Fernandez. Pretty cool. I'm going to say this. This stick, I didn't want to show this stick. Reason why is because I will say box press. I'm gonna tell you what box press is. They press the box and it makes it a little bit like a box. Okay, they press the box when they do the roll, and they do officially the stick. They box press it, and they form it into what you call a box press. Now, when you have a stick that's a box press, it will be a little bit stronger than your regular stick. Yes. Your regular standard stick that all you get, your regular stogie that you normally do, round, nice and round, right? Nice and round. Point of the matter is, this one's box pressed. Now, the reason why it's box press is because it compresses all those flavors and it compresses a little bit more fillers, which is a little bit more leaves, right? A little bit more leaves. And you could get a little bit more, I'm going to say, I think a lot more. The max amount of flavor you can get in anything is literally on something like this. Box press. So for all of you watching, I'm going to say this. I had to eat a full meal. I had to eat a full meal before this because I don't recommend anybody to have any box pressed stogie if you do not have a meal beforehand. Let me repeat this again. We're reviewing this beautiful Montecristo AJ Fernandez collab. But if you do get any box press stogie, make sure to eat something. I had a full meal, a little bit of salad, good to go. Point matter is, what whiskey I'm going to pair with today? I'm going to show you a couple of them. First. We have a winternized dram. We got a winternized dram. There you go. Is the first one. This is High West. Look at the juice, real dark. That's a whiskey I kind of think it's pointless to buy. Over here, Maker's Mark. We're gonna be pairing it with this beautiful Maker's Mark. And then where's another pairing over here? Let me see. Other pairing right in front of us. This is Garrison Brothers, and this is, yes, you're going to have a nice honey finish with good cognac, which I'm going to say this is it going to be meant for this cigar? It's going to be perfect with the cigar? Expensive bottle, right? Expensive. Shout out to Metallica. We also have In Our Face, Blackened. They collab with Willits to make a rye whiskey finish in Madeira cast. So you're gonna have a little bit of sweetness and just a little bit of a rye spice on the level of, well, a good rye whiskey. And then we do have the big boy. We got the big boy. This is Screaming Titan. If you don't know about Screaming Titan, look it up. I ain't going to tell you all about it today. We're going to be pairing it. You can go rewatch a stream recently that I reviewed this one. I reviewed this whiskey. All of these whiskeys have been reviewed by me. And you all know if I have them on the screen, usually they're a buy. Every bottle and every whiskey I show on the streams are usually 100% a buy. If they're not on the streams, I don't tell you to get them. If there's another YouTube channel to get it, tell you to get it, most likely you're going to get a Dookie stain. You don't want Dookie stains in your bar. You want bright, beautiful, amazing, heavenly, devilish, beautiful whiskeys. Okay? So for all of you watching, you're tuned into the right channel. Cool. Anyways, for all of you watching, Reaper Crew, let's start popping this open. I'm looking forward for this. Let me show you the back. Oof, I'm going to show the store. Let me show you the back. There you go. Price-wise, not too expensive. Here we go. The packaging, I'm going to say this, the packaging, it's super extra. This packaging is super extra. Let's see if this even comes off. Wow, the packaging is super extra. Montecristo AJ Fernandez. Look at this. It's a little bit loose on here. Let me see. It says, what does it say? It says Nicaragua. Let's take that off. Okay. Let's slip this off. Like, you know what? Gentlemen, you should know how to slip it off. Here we go, like this. Oh, that was loose. That was very loose. Look at this, beautiful. Now, for all of you, this is going to be the beautiful stick, yes? Look at this, how beautiful this is. Nice. And for all of you, we're going to put this over here. Let's make sure to put this design. Put this, where do I put this? I can put this right here, boom. It's a little bit loose, I'm going to honestly say. A little bit loosey-goosey, yeah? A little bit loosey-goosey. Okay, here we go. Let's nose this out. All right, let's nose this out real quick. What I like to do is I like to nose out the edge. And here we go. Let's see. Oh, this is nice. Wow, that's real nice. That's really nice. Okay, for all of you watching, I'm going to say this. Montecristo, like the company. AJ Fernandez. I think AJ Fernandez, I can't say anything amazing about AJ Fernandez. I can say that he has put out a lot of different blends. So many blends that I can't even keep track of. So if you guys ever go to the store, there's two different companies, Montecristo and AJ Fernandez. Most of the time, the AJ Fernandez are the cheaper ones of the two companies. Just in case some of you don't know, we're just going to tune you in. Montecristo's the more popular and more expensive one. So off the bat, let's take that and you can take it to the bank on that one, okay? So off the bat, you got that. All right, here we go. Let's cut this open. Let's cut this open and let's start doing this. I'm gonna say there's different punches you could do on these things. I'm thinking about doing just a little punch. I'm thinking about doing a little punch. Tiny little punch. I'm thinking about doing it. Maybe I should do a little punch. You know what? I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do a full straight cut. Let's do a full straight cut on here. Good to go, good to go. Looks really nice so far for all of you watching. We're going to start this review. We're going to start to mix up. We're going to also start to mix up a little bit of things on here with this. All right, let's start. Let's try this out. First, you're going to do it without any. You're going to do it just, let me see. Oof. A little bit. Look at that. I'm looking at the wrapper. Wrapper over here has a little bit of a. Okay, here, looks good. Okay, here we go. Let's try this out. Let's see how this tastes like without lighting it up. Here we go. Oof. It's a little bit spicy. A little bit spicy and chocolatey. A little bit spicy and chocolatey. Oof. That's nice. Spicy and chocolatey. So if it's a little bit spicy and chocolatey, let me see. A little bit spicy and chocolatey, okay. Spicy and chocolatey. What am I gonna pair it with? Let's do the first whiskey, okay? Let's do the first whiskey on here to pair it with this beautiful stick. Once it gets to, start moving some of this. Boom. What am I going to pair this with? Okay, I have a lot of choices. Okay, so this is a little bit chocolatey, a little bit spicy on taste. Just so far in the draw, a little bit spicy, a little bit chocolatey. I could tell it's a little bit spicy. Wow. I didn't even have it lit up. Okay, here we go. I'm going to pair it up. I'm going to first pair it up with this chocolatey. I'm going to pair it up with something I know that has a little bit of caramel, a little bit of chocolate, and I know that this one over here has a richness. So we're going to start off by doing that one there. Let's do that. Okay, we're gonna do this one first. Maker's Mark, Maker's Mark. Maker's Mark, Maker's Mark. Look at this beautiful thing. Maker's Mark, Maker's Mark. Let's pop this open. Here we go, the heart release, the heart release. Okay, good. All right, now it's gonna be Tam. Look, I'm looking forward to this. So far, the draw is nice. I do have, I was telling you, a little bit of chocolate note, and a tad bit spicy. A little bit spicy and chocolatey. We're gonna see if that actually is true when I start actually doing this. So here we go, let's start lighting this up for all of you watching. Here we go, baby. Here we go for all of you watching. You guys are probably watching. Usually, when I do this often, now when I do this motion, when I do this beautiful motion, it's basically to start. You see this beautiful? Look at this. To start lining up the edge of this stick, okay, this stogie, without me blowing any air into it. I'm just doing it naturally, going like this, motion, motion, motion. And so far, we have a good, perfect, look at that, good, perfect burn. Here we go, let me show you real quick. Now, you don't have to blow into this. All you have to do is really get the motion in there. All the air starts moving around in there. So far right now, we have a perfect. Here we go. We got a perfect burn. Here we go. Here we go. It's going to be the first draw on this Montecristo, crafted by AJ Fernandez. Here we go. Let's see how nice this is. Let's start a review on this beautiful stogie. It's actually rare. Ooh, it's actually very spicy. So far, very, very spicy. Wow, I'm so happy. I'm so happy I ate something. You have to eat something before you have any box press stick. This is very, very, very spicy. It has to be the spoof. That is super spicy. Super spicy. I'm talking about, I got black pepper. I almost got chili. Like not chili, but like it almost tastes like Tabasco sauce. Whoa. That is super spicy. Holy Lord. Hopefully that tunes down. Wow. It's going to be full flavor. I'm going to say this. This is 100% going to be full flavor. This is now for any of you that are rookies. I'm going to say this again. If you're not into Stokies, I don't recommend you right now. Currently, I'm only in the first draw on this stick. And I'm saying it's so spicy. It's like the hottest taco sauce that you could put in a taco. It is spicy. And I do get a little bit of, oof, I do get a little bit of spice and leather. That's really all I'm getting right now. A little bit of spice and leather. Okay, here we go. This is going to be the time for me to finally drink. Let's start drinking this. A first chug of this Maker's Mark. This Maker's Mark, the hard release. Good to see April in the chat room. Here we go. Let's drink this up. Oof. Wow. Ooh, now I'm getting with this whiskey, spicy chocolate. Oof. Okay, let's keep on going with this because box press, I'm gonna say this, box press, you better be careful. Box press are no joke. Box press are no joke. Ooh. Oh shit! Pah! Holy Lord! I think it's spicy. Man! Wow! I'm talking about, man, chilies. Chili spicy, like a, oof. Wow. I'm gonna be honest right now. This is not a very pleasant taste. It's not in my ballpark of what I would want in a taste. If I want something a little bit with baking spices, that's okay. A little bit of spicy, that's okay. A little bit spicy, that's okay. But this is full on spicy, and I haven't even got halfway. We only just did 2 puffs. This is a very full body, strong stick. I'm gonna say this right now. It has. I'm personally gonna say the only sweetness I get right now, is the whiskey. That's it. Just the whiskey. Oof. Here we go. That's no joke, man. All right, let's drink this up. Only thing I'm gonna say this right now, and I'm gonna be very, very, very keen on here. This is like if somebody say you're making a pork chop, right? Maybe you're making some pork butt, Boston butt. Imagine somebody putting extra salt on your pork and it ruins your pork. I think this has a little bit too much spice. Here we go. It's getting a little bit better. Still have the spice. It's tuning down a little bit. But this is a strong little thing. I'm going to say, oof. Wow. I'm going to just say this. If you buy this stick, you got to know you like spicy. I hate spicy. Let me say this right now. I hate spicy. But so far, it is getting a little bit blended in softly into the mix. I still get that leather. Right now, leather and spice. And it almost gives me, you know what I'm thinking about too, or what it gives me too? Man, I just thought of something. I'm going to tell you exactly what it gives me. Allow me to get more of this smoke and taste it and review it for all of you. But for right now, currently, Maker's Mark, the hard release. The Maker's Mark, the hard release so far, I think it's really sweetening up this stick, which this stick needs a lot of sweetness. Here we go. Let's drink this up. I don't think there's anything sweet about this. Honestly. Let's go again. Let's go again. Oof. Let's go again. Oof. My lips are literally champing. It's very spicy. And one thing that I've noted, this kind of has a one distinct flavor I have. Have you ever had an espresso? Like a the strongest espresso, or maybe the strongest coffee. This all black coffee, the strongest black coffee. This has that. And I'm gonna say I don't like all black. I don't like all black coffee. So there's already two things that I don't like on this stick. Like if you do like spicy and all black coffee, if you like it black, you probably would like this. But right now, currently, this gives me an espresso strong. The strongest, I'm not even going to lie to you, the strongest espresso you ever had in your life. You remember that time that somebody says, hey, you want some espresso? And then you drink it, you're like, holy Lord. What you give me, man? What you give me? That's exactly what I'm getting on here with a ton of chili, spice, and for all of you watching, usually lately I've been doing some sweet sticks, sweet stogies. This is obviously the opposite of everything I've been doing. It's good that I had something to eat today because this would probably knock me back. I do smoke a cigar, maybe 2 cigars a day. So I can tell you officially that I should have high tolerance. But that doesn't mean that you will have high tolerance with this stick, especially box press sticks. My recommendation for any of you that are new, do not buy a box press stick. Even of how beautiful it looks, do not buy it. If you are an enthusiast of whiskey, be careful buying a box press. I'm going to say that again. Be careful buying a box press. Here we go, let's try this out. So far, so good. So far, so nice. So far, so bueno. It does keenly stay on those notes. The spice is tuned down a little bit now. I had a lot of spice at the beginning. It's tuned down a little bit now. Okay, here, let's mix it up with this whiskey. Here we go. This whiskey with this cigar and this stogie, I'm gonna say I'm not so much of a fan. I'm not so much of a fan on this mix. We're putting some whiskeys out here that might go good with this stick. I'm not so much of a fan with this. The whiskey that I'm drinking right now has a strong amount of caramel. It does complement the stogie. It gives us some sweetness, at least some sweetness to this, right? Gives us some sweetness. And then not only that, but this over here has a richness. It keeps my mouth a little bit watered up, a little bit syrupy, a little bit strong, a little bit. I don't have no cotton mouth right now. Let's say right now, if I would be drinking that water, I'd be drinking that water with this stogie, or maybe if I'd be drinking an espresso with this stogie, it wouldn't be a good mix. It'd be bitter on bitter and strong on strong. I'm going to say so far my experience with this stogie right now, it's getting better. It's getting better, okay? It is getting better. It is getting better. Construction on this, so far, construction on this is going decently nice. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Construction's okay. Here we go. Let's try this out. Oof, there's a bug. A lot of leather. A ton of leather. Oof, a ton of leather, man. a ton of leather. I'm also getting, now I'm getting more of that strong espresso. This kind of reminds me like if I'm having espresso on the side. I'm not drinking espresso, I'm drinking whiskey. Spiciness is still there. The pepper note that I was getting, completely almost gone. I got that son of a gun. The pepper note that I was getting is almost gone. I literally get every spicy thing you could think of. If I could paint you a picture of what this tastes like currently right now, it might not be something you like. Okay, chili pepper. Go chili pepper. Chili pepper espresso, the strongest espresso you ever had in your life. Leather, little bit of leather. Little bit of leather, oof. Little bit of leather, oof. That is literally what I'm getting currently right now. We're gonna probably get more notes. I'm not too fond of this stick. Currently, I'm gonna say this. Not too fond of this stick. And if you thought by any chance it was gonna taste sweet like a Montecristo, if you thought that this was gonna be like perfect, like a Montecristo, you would have been probably wrong, just like me. You would have been wrong, just like me. Now, the reason why we picked this out is because I thought it would be great for the show, but it does have a long finish. Very long finish. That finish is just lingering in my mouth. You guys have ever had a espresso, strong espresso, and when you drink the espresso, it lingers in the back of your throat? Ladies, you know what that is. It just lingers in the back of your throat. And it gives it that strong, bitter quality, almost strong, heavy quality. I have that in my mouth right now. The finish on this stick is probably one of the longest finishes because of the spices. I'm gonna say the positive. Okay, let's talk about the positive because for right now, so far, this is kicking my ass. The positive of this is it looks like a beautiful, well-made stick. The stick looks beautiful. Everything, the presentation is beautiful. It comes with this, just so your wrapper doesn't get damaged. It comes with this at the edge, just so the edge of your stick, your stogie, doesn't get damaged. So for the positive currently right now, they do give you a little bit extra protection on the stick. This is something that I could say, $10. Would I buy this again currently? Right now? Oof. I'm going to tell you very soon if I would buy this again. Let's finish this up. Maker's Mark. Oof. Man, this stick is so strong. Here we go. Thank you, everybody, for hitting that like button. Don't forget, first super chatter usually gets a huge shout out. Here we go. Let's try this out here. That's incredible, man. That's incredible. That's incredible. It just switched up. This stick just switched up. How the hell does that happen? It's incredible. I'm getting a little bit of chocolate. There's no way, man. I'm getting a little bit of chocolate. That's incredible. You know what? We gotta do. This is incredible. It just went from a roller coaster ride all the way to the floor without any brakes to going up. That's incredible. Here we go. That's incredible. I'm getting a little bit of chocolate. Here we go. This is pretty exciting, man. I'm gonna be honest. Reaper Cool is pretty exciting. Here we go. Oof. Whoa. What the hell just happened? What the hell just happened? That is a ride, man. That stick is a ride. That stick is a ride. What am I smoking here? That stick is a ride. Okay, you know what? We're gonna pair something else. I almost got tears in my eyes. How the hell is like a magic trick? The spices has officially just completely gone away from the front of my palate and has gone all the way just to the end, the finish. That's incredible. I'm gonna say Montecristo. Ooh, AJ Fernandez is a magic trick on this one. Wow, I almost was about to bomb this stick so bad. But right now, currently, oof, we do need a little bit of something sweet, right? Let me add this on the stream. This is Garrison Brothers. Garrison Brothers, yes, Garrison Brothers, Lady Bird. It pops open. This is quite prolific. This is quite prolific out here. Let's put this out here. Okay, this is beautiful juice. Beautiful juice, beautiful, beautiful juice. Really prolific. I'm gonna say this stick is turned a whole 360. Whole 360. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna add some sweeter whiskey on here. This might be the sweetest whiskey of the stream. This is Garrison Brothers, Lady Bird. I think you know the price. $200 on that whiskey. Whew, do I recommend the whiskey? Of course, everything here I recommend. Here we go. Let's drink this up. A little bit thick. Beautiful. Here we go. Oh man, that stick, the spice and the stays on the finish. Here we go. Let's erase it with this whiskey. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Wow. It is a strong one. Man, this has changed so much. It's just turning into a magnificent stick. Very magical. I'm getting chocolate notes, almost like maybe not even just the chocolate itself. Like, I'm also getting a little bit of sweetness, but that's probably from the Garrison Brothers. Currently, what I'm tasting a little bit of strong espresso, honey. I'm getting honey from this one that's really making this a great experience. The cognac gives it a little bit of an extra juicy, nice little kick, almost like a little fruity kick on the back end. And the cool thing about this is I'm getting a little bit of woody notes on that whiskey that's really going really good with this stick. I'm gonna say, so far the experience right now, I think this is going pretty well right now. I have to take it easy with this stick. These are box press sticks. You don't take these and rush on these sticks. If they're ever box press, you will know that most of the time they do have a ton. They do have a ton of flavor. And all the flavor doesn't mean that you have to take it in 30 minutes. The faster you do a stogie that's box pressed, the worse it's going to be for you. You need to enjoy it. Have some cigar etiquette, right? Just enjoy it. Enjoy it. So far, the stick is magnificent. Look at this. Construction on this is going really, really good. It hasn't even fell off. You see the last stick that we did? I forgot what the last stick I did was. It was not too good. I think it was La Aroma de Cuba. It was falling off. And look at this. It's just staying on strong. Beautiful. Staying on strong. Let's see how long I could do it till it falls off. Oof. Oof. Whew. Wow. Wow. Oof. That's a heavy dosage. Here we go. Let's drink this up. leather. I could still taste a little bit of leather. I'm gonna say this whiskey pairs perfect. Last whiskey didn't it wasn't as perfect as this one. This one over here, ooh, you have a ton of oak. You have a good oak presence on this whiskey that complements this beautiful stick. So far, this is turning into a beautiful stick. Earlier on the stream, when I first started, I did say it was straight Dookie Stain. But right now, currently, it's actually getting a little bit better. The spiciness, it's staying in the back end now, not so much in the front, which is actually preferably what I would like. I don't want to taste too much spiciness, but I do taste a little bit of almost like a barnyard kind of a taste, but that's because of the Garrison Brothers. I do kind of taste a little bit of pepper. A little bit of pepper going on with this whiskey. The honey is still flowing through, giving it the sweetness. And so far, so good. Now, I'm going to say this. I do know that I could take this all the way. I could take this all the way over here, but I think I might have to just chip this down. And for all of you, let me show you how to do it. If you guys don't know how to do it, all you have to do, easy does it, okay? And it stays strong like it's not coming off. Wow, that's good construction. Okay, here we go. Put it on the tip. Here we go like this. Bing bong. That's it. Bing bong. There you go. Oof. Looks like a brand new stick. Here we go. Let's do this up. Whoa. Whoa. Wow. Whoa. I think you could probably smell this stogie by a mile away. This is the strongest stogie that I've had in 2 weeks. The last stogie that I had that was really strong, the last stogie that was really strong was the Arturo Fuentes, the Eye of the Shark. That was the last strongest one that I had, which was basically almost close to full body. But this over here, let's say this is full body. This is not for a small skinny dude. This is not for a shrivel up man. If you're a skinny man, if you don't know how to eat, if you're short, I don't even know what to explain it. If you just don't do stogies, you have to be strong, you have to be big. This could even take out the biggest, strongest man too. It's very strong, it's very full body. This Montecristo, AJ Fernandez, it is very strong, very full bodied. For any woman that wants to try a stick, do not buy this stick. This is a man of a man stick. I'm going to say that right now. It is completely full body. And the espresso, I'm going to say, I know there's a lot of women that like espresso. It does have a strong espresso note, but it's so strong, man. I can't even explain to you. It's like the strongest firework that you can buy at the store. This thing is real strong. Real strong. You have to be real manly to do this. I'm telling you right now. And if you don't believe it, you could buy yourself one of these sticks and see if you could go. See if you could go four into this stick. Here we go. Let's try this out. The last box press stick that I had was the Pledge. The Pledge. I think the Pledge is Padrino, I think it is. Padrino. The Pledge. I think that was the last box press stick that I had, I think a couple of weeks ago. And that one was a good stick. Compared to this one, it was a lot better, obviously. But we will probably do that one eventually, maybe next month or maybe even next week, maybe this weekend. So far, this stick right now, strong. Very full. Spicy on the back end now, and espresso, just espresso leather that I'm getting, and a tad bit of, I'm getting a little bit of, what was it I was saying earlier? Here we go, let's drink this up. Oof. Wow, what an experience. They don't give you this experience in Disney. I tell you that right now. You can't go to Disney and get an experience like this. You go to Hooters, you're gonna get wings. You ain't gonna get this stick. You ain't gonna get whiskey. I'm gonna say this: if you go to a cigar lounge, this is something you might wanna say, you know what? Maybe I should pair it up with a good cocktail. This would be really good with a good cocktail. Personally, I'm gonna say, but right now I just had two whiskeys. Right, I had this one and this one. This is the best whiskey to pair up with this one currently. But personally, I think a good cocktail would go really, really good with this. That's what I was saying earlier. I'm getting it now. It's like a chocolate, like a chocolate, like a decadent chocolate, very decadent chocolate. I hate chocolate, like very Oof. I think everything here, it just there's certain notes here I just don't enjoy. Maybe you will enjoy it. Maybe you will enjoy it. You have to like dark decadent chocolate. You have to like espresso, strong espresso. I know there's a lot of veterans. There's a lot of veterans. Shout out to all our veterans. There's a lot of veterans that, oh man, the finish on this stick is so crazy. Wow, man. So strong. Wow, this is a strong finish. It leaves you with a spicy ending. Now, for some of you that don't know what a spicy ending is, let me explain to you. If you ever have a pizza, I usually like eating pizza with spicy. Usually, you put hot sauce, right? Hot sauce in those little flakes sometimes. And if you have it's like a little green pepper. I think it's called, what is it called? I think is it a green pepper? Usually Papa John's has it. You bite into those green peppers. I don't know if you guys, any of you, my ranchers, let me know if I'm saying it right. Green peppers come in with the Papa John's pizza. I think they're green. They're banana. What are they called? There's a name for them. They come in with a pizza. And when you bite into it, if you bite into it too hard, you bite into, over here somebody says banana peppers, there you go. They give you a little small banana peppers, I think, in the box of Papa John's when you're eating pizza. If you're having some of those banana peppers, which come in a box of Papa John's pizza, you can ask for it. They're little green little peppers, right? And if you bite it in the middle, too strong, you will officially get a strong amount of spice. The spice is blowing. It blows through your palate, and it goes all the way to the back end. And for all of you, I'm going to say I kind of like that at times. One thing I do not like is when you bite into those seeds in the middle. Ooh. When you bite into those seeds, ooh. You really, really start feeling it on the back end of your palate, and also you start feeling it on your tongue. At the beginning of doing this stick, I had it mainly on the beginning of, I had that spiciness at the beginning on my lips, on my cheeks, and it went to the back to the finish. But now that spiciness is staying close to the finish. You don't taste it too much till you literally just relax and you start tasting it. It creeps up on you. This is a stick you don't want to go too quick. You go too quick, that thing will knock you out. And if some of you have never been knocked out by a stick, whew, you haven't had enough sticks. Ooh. I'm so glad I ate something. Here we go, let's drink this up. Ooh. That whiskey turns up the spices. Ooh. What am I doing out here? What am I doing with that whiskey, with this? I should have known a box press was gonna knock me back. Here we go. Let's do this. Here we go. Let's try this out again. Nothing different. Very, very clean. Very nice. Back in, again, spice. A little bit of leather. The leather's in and out, going in and out. Okay, we're going to drink another whiskey. I need something. I need something more than just. I need something more than just Garrison Brothers. And a $200 boat. I need something. I need something with fruits. I need something with full flavor. This is good flavor, but it does have a lot of honey, right? A lot of honey. The presence of that cognac is on the finish. This is nice, but you get a lot of oak that comes out on this one when you're having this stick. So far, those two, the best one right now is the Garrison Brothers Lady Bird with this. Man, what am I going to do? I'm going to do Redwood Empire. Okay, I need a little bit of, I need a juicy kind of a feel. I need a juicy, strong, juicy kind of a feel. Something with a little bit of grit. Something with a little bit of juicy fruit. Something with something. So this is a wheated bourbon. Wheated bourbons usually have a little bit of fruit on here. So here we go. Let's see if this is gonna pair up good. I still have. You won't believe me, but the finish on this the stick is still lingering. Probably the longest finish that I've had a stick in probably a year. Oof. A year. Wow. It's been a whole year since I've had a stick that had such a long, strong finish like this. In the last 2 weeks, we've been reviewing sticks. We've been reviewing some hard-to-find sticks, expensive sticks. Nothing comes close to this finish. Nothing. I'm getting to the point that what is going on this stream? I'm getting to the point of what is going on with this stick. Here we go. Let's do it again. Oof. Wow. Okay, here we go. We're gonna pair it up with this. This is gonna be the Screaming Titan. Wow. That's what I needed. That's the best pairing whiskey on the stream. The Screaming Titan gives me a little bit of fruitiness. It has a little funky note on that oak that I can taste, but it's pairing up very good with this. I'm starting to get almost woody notes now. It's pairing up good with this little spice finish that I'm getting on this stick. Oof. Dang, that juicy little fruit on here. It's very good. It almost makes this stick creamy. This over here almost makes the stick perfect. You need a little bit of creaminess on that stick. It doesn't have it. That stick is full grit, full strong, very strong. This gives it everything it needs. Redwood Empire, Screaming Titan. I'm going to say that right now as a champ. Right now, that is really good. It's taken away everything that this really, I'm personally going to say, this needs a little bit more, maybe to the middle to see if it changes. Here we go. Today's Monday. I know many of you hate Monday. I love Monday. Best day of the week. Here we go. Oh, I can't even retrohale this. Oh, this is, dang, this is a firebomb. You know what it reminds me of too? This Red Hots. It reminds me of Red Hots. Has a spiciness, kind of like a cinnamon spiciness, but it's not that kind of spicy. It's not that kind of cinnamon. This is Tabasco type spicy. Don't think it's like red hot, but I am comparing it a little bit to red hot because the red hot gives me a little bit of pop in my lips and my tongue, and this really goes good. It helps out. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna move some stuff. I'm gonna move this out of the way because I'm doing this one, so we're gonna move that out of the way. I put the makers over here. I want to do this one next, but right now, oh, that's a strong cigar. That's a strong stogie, man. Oof! I feel like I just did 100 push-ups. Whoa! Okay, here we go. Let's drink this up. Now, if you're watching this review and you're thinking, man, this guy's having a hard time smoking this stick, I don't think I'm going to buy it. That's okay. You shouldn't buy it. You shouldn't buy it. If you think I'm having a hard time with this stick, you shouldn't buy it. If you think, while watching this, oh man, the thing's beating up the Reaper. I got to try that stick. Buy it. If you want to see what it is that I'm tasting, what I'm feeling, what I'm literally having in the back of my palate, buy the stick. Curiosity kills the cat, but you don't have to be the cat, right? You don't have to be the cat. You could buy this if you're curious. Montecristo, AJ Fernandez, and make sure it's a box press. It only comes in box press, but it's very strong. Oof. That is very, very strong. It's like something, that's something that I can see Arnold Schwarzenegger smoking this. I can see Sylvester Stallone smoking this bad boy. I can see Michael Jordan smoking this bad boy. As a matter of fact, Michael Jordan might spit this out. Yeah, Michael Jordan might spit this out. He might throw this stick to the floor. I can see what's that guy's name from the Bears, the coach of the Bears. I can see him smoking this stick. This is an old man, full masculine, testosterone built stick for a real man. This is not for an ordinary person. Okay, it's not for an ordinary person. As a matter of fact, sometimes I want something less strong than this. But I can handle it, and I enjoy the ride so far. You've seen me laughing. You've seen me going to the roller coaster ride on this stick. Oh, shoot! This thing is strong, man. It's this strong. The experience that I'm having with this stick is one of a kind. I don't think I've had an experience on this last 2 weeks that has been like this. This has been from the beginning to the middle. We're getting close to the middle of the stick. And so far, it's beating me up real hard. Am I winning? No. AJ Fernandez is winning. AJ Fernandez is winning right now. Oh, wow. Oh. Woo. AJ Fernandez is, oh, wow. Oh my Lord. What the hell? Man, long finish. Okay, let me, whew. Whoa. Man, that's strong. Whew. I feel like I just put like a whole teaspoon of Tabasco sauce in my mouth. Wow. On that puff that I just had just now, poof, on that puff that I just had just now, I don't get anything but spice. I only get spice. This is really, oh, holy Lord. I don't think I've had a stream that I laughed so much. This is like going to a test and everybody has to jump off a cliff. You're next. And when you're jumping off the cliff, you're just laughing off, or you have to jump off the helicopter. Any of you jumped off a helicopter? Before you jump off a helicopter, it's like we're doing it, and then it's just what I'm experiencing. Whatever I'm experiencing right now is literally the same experience you will probably get with something you're not used to. And for some of you, even if you smoke sticks, even if you smoke stogies, you haven't had this one. If you've had this one before, you probably know how spicy it is. This is something that I probably would probably throw on the floor. I'm gonna be honest with all of you. This is something that I would probably throw on the floor. Man, this is spicy. Oh, here. April Neal with the $5. Shoot, wait a minute. This is so spicy. I might have to blow my nose. Wait a minute. Let me go pet my elephant real quick. My elephant Rodolfo doing good. I think you just heard him. April Neal with the $5. She said, April with the $5. She said, send super chats to ask questions and get the direct response from me. Yes, the Reaper. Thank you so much, April Neal. Huge appreciation. Yes, if you have any questions, remember, people are watching this Monday through Friday. Tomorrow, Tuesday, they're going to be rewatching this one. It's going to be a lot of people going to be rewatches to see if this is the stick that they want. It's going to be a lot of 60-year-olds, 50-year-olds, 40-year-olds, and even 30-year-olds are going to be watching this. And they're going to say, it's just a good pick. They're going to watch it. They're going to keep on watching. Once I get in the middle, they're going to say, dang, this guy can't handle his stogie. I can, but the only thing is, I just don't like spicy. April O'Neil over here in the chat room, $5 super chat. Thank you so much for the $5. So if you guys have any questions, only way to do it, you have to send in the messages. Next to the message where you're writing, there is a money sign. There's a money sign, and you could officially send it in to the show. Let me explain to you something. If there's ever a Nicaragua stick, anything that's blended that has Nicaragua filler is going to be one of the strongest, right? One of the strongest. Dominican cigars, Dominican sticks, and Dominican fillers. This is not a Dominican one. This is from Nicaragua. You're going to get a very strong, mostly spicy. When it comes to, Nicaragua is going to be mainly spicy. Sometimes it's different kind of spice. It's less spice, more spice. Sometimes baking spices. Dominican cigars, usually how I can tell it's a Dominican cigar is the perfume. It's perfumey. It's very perfumey. And it's very strong, very perfumey and strong. Usually, Dominican Republic cigars are almost like floral, perfumey. And when it's just coming out, when it's just smoking out, you can really smell it. And it's very, very, very strong. Cuban cigars, on the other hand, you're gonna get a good amount of creaminess. For the Cuban cigars, you get a good amount of creaminess, and then you do get a good amount of pepper. You get a good amount of pepper, white pepper, black pepper, and sometimes you even get baking spices. But out of those three places, the one that really kicks you back most of the time, if you get a very strong blend, Nicaraguan cigars are no joke. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna light this up real quick. That thing has kicked my butt. Oof. I don't even want to sit down. Usually when you're doing a stick, you want to sit down, okay? You want to relax. I'm doing reviews, so it's a little bit different. I'm trying to walk back and forth. I'm trying to tune into the flavors. Here we go. We're gonna mix this up with the rest of this whiskey. Redwood Empire Screaming Titan. The only thing that I can get from Montecristo that I'm tasting, maybe that chocolate little note that I told you I was getting, and the espresso, the strong espresso. That's probably the closest thing that come close to the Montecristos, because the Montecristos tend to have that. The Montecristos do also have, depending on which kind of Montecristo you get, white pepper or black pepper. We did a Montecristo recently. You could go rewatch that stream, which we did recently. If you didn't watch it, it's members only. We recently did the Montecristo, my favorite Montecristo. This is the Montecristo, the Platinum Series. This Montecristo, the Stogie, personally to me, is the best Stogie coming out of, yes, best Stogie that they do. I personally think the Platinum Series is my favorite one out of all of them. Out of all of them. And you know, the line is pretty deep. Pretty deep. I'm going to say, so far, these whiskeys, they're good. The whiskeys are good. But I have to say, hands down, that Stogie is really taking over a lot of the flavors of all of these whiskeys. It's not ruining these whiskeys, but I'm going to say, personally, in my own personal opinion, this stick goes very well with a cocktail. I didn't make a cocktail on the stream. But if I did make a cocktail on the stream, it would probably go very well with this. So far, the best one currently right now will be Redwood Empire Screaming Time. Goes really good. Really good. It almost gives it that fruitiness that this needs. It gives it a little bit of sweetness that this needs that this doesn't have. Also, this gives it that honey, and it also gives it a good amount of oak note on here and woody notes on here. And it does give a little bit of sweetness to the point that it's not overly sweet, and it does complement this. Now, I'm going to say this. This Maker's Mark is a beautiful. It's nice, it's beautiful, but it just doesn't go very well with this stick. You could try it if you want to, but this one doesn't go very well with this Montecristo. Just having a little bit of chocolate already that this has, espresso, almost chocolate, strong chocolate, spicy. It doesn't go with this at all. This is very thick compared to the whiskeys that we had. The thickest whiskey that we have on the stream will be this one. It's almost chewable. This Lady Bird is almost chewable. And then the second one that's chewable is this one over here, Maker's Mark Hard Release. And then you have this one that's a little bit light. The proof on this one it's not that bad. 94 proof. 94 proof. This one's 100 and 114 proof. And then this one over here is the high. This one's a little bit higher proof than the other one, which is 111.7 proof. I'm going to say the experience I'm having with this stick it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different, okay? You kind of have to eat 2 Big Macs before eating this. I did have a big meal. Eat a big meal if you want to experience all the spices of this. This thing will knock you back. This thing will knock you back. Okay, we're going to drink a Midwinter Night's Dram. Oof. You know what's crazy? I've been saying it throughout the stream. I've been saying it throughout the stream. The craziest thing about this stream is I can't get over how spicy this thing is. It hasn't even tuned down. At the beginning when I did it, it was super spicy, but still we have a lot of spices on this stick. The finish on the stick is probably longer than any whiskey that we have on the stream. It's insane. And most of these whiskeys have a very long finish. Very long finish. If you officially have a cologne on, if you have a cologne on with this stick, I'm gonna say this. You got a cologne on with this stick, my friends, my lady. You got a cologne on with this stick. You better go change that shirt, because this will really stain your shirt. It will really stain your shirt. It'll stain my skin. Matter of fact, I'm smelling my hand. I'm smelling my hands, and I can smell the wrapper. Ooh, I can smell the wrapper on my tooth. Oof. Oh, it's very, very strong. Wow. An experience, an experience. This is like going to Busch Gardens, if any of you came to Florida, and going on the Shikra. Just forget about the other rides. Forget about the bumper cars. Forget about the food. I'm gonna jump on the worst ride in the park. Which one is it? The Shikra. It's like jumping on the craziest roller coaster right when you get in front of the gates. And you just obviously, after you do that, you just throw up. You just throw up. That's what it is. That's what. It's just such a. Anybody watching this right now is probably thinking, man, I'm never going to get this stick. It's okay. It's going to be a large portion of people out here. It's going to be a 60% of people that are watching this stream are going to buy this stick just because they want to experience what I'm experiencing. And there's no review that I know out there that is as honest as us. We are as honest as can be. If I don't like it, I'll tell you. If there's something, if there's anything negative, I will tell you. And so far, I've been smiling and I've been having a great time so far. It's a great experience knowing that you could just go into a ride in Disney World and they could just slap you in the face and kick you out. That's almost this experience. It's a wild experience. Got to be the strongest stick. Oh, I'm getting, what? No. Wait a minute, time out. There's no way. There is no way I'm getting what I'm getting now. There's a lot of chocolate, almost like a Colombian chocolate. That is insane. I don't know what the hell I feel. I honestly feel like I'm lying, but I'm not lying. There's a Colombian chocolate bitterness. If you ever had a Colombian chocolate or something from Chile, if you have a chocolate from Chile or Colombia, I think many of you have, there's all type of chocolates, right? Argentinian chocolate. There's chocolates from Switzerland. Chocolates from Switzerland, they're so sweet, right? But they have a creaminess. The Switzerland chocolates have a creaminess. If you ever have a chocolate from Colombia or Chile, I think there's another place that has chocolate. Like they're very divine with their chocolate. What is it? German chocolate? I'm not gonna even say German chocolate. Chocolate from Belgium. I'm not gonna say chocolate from Belgium because there is nothing similar to chocolate from Belgium on this. Nothing. Chocolate from Belgium is almost like it's rich. It's rich and creamy. That's what I think of a German chocolate. This doesn't have that. This is rugged chocolate I'm getting. Here we go. This is like rugged chocolate I'm getting. Now, I'm getting that now. Earlier, I wasn't getting it. We're getting it close to I think we're halfway already. Okay, here we go. We're going to drink. Oof. Oof. Oh, this stogie is beating me up. All right, here we go. Let's drink this whiskey. It's going to be a rich whiskey. Here we go. Let's drink this up. This is the best pairing. This right here is the best pairing. Wow. This rye and the richness on here. This, ladies and gentlemen, good amount of vanilla. You got a super rich, almost minty kind of experience with this. Almost minty, rich vanilla. You get a little bit of, I'm getting a little bit almost like, what is it called? A little bit almost like nutmeg on here. It is very rye forward and rich and very nice. This over here is giving me a little bit of fruit notes on here also. This is the best whiskey, I think, right now. So what we're going to do, we're going to move some of this. We're going to move this. That is the best whiskey pairing. Wow. God dang. That thing is, that thing with the spiciness on the finish that I'm having and the little chocolate I know I'm getting. Oh, that is wild. That is wild. That's a keeper right there. That's a keeper. This and this. This and this. That's a keeper. Poof. Ooh, I'm getting on my tongue. Getting on my tongue. Whew. Let me fix this up. It's a little bit uneven. Let me fix it up. It's very, very good. Very good with the mix of this whiskey. Here we go. Oof. this is hey, that's a damn stogie right there. Woo. Okay, let's drink this up with a winter night's drink. I can't stop laughing, honestly. This is gotta be this stick is for the ages. AJ Fernandez, if you're watching. AJ AJ Fernandez, if you're watching. What a heck of a stick, man. What a heck of a stick. Man, this is a heck of a stick, man. Wow. I'm going to say this for all of you. Ripper Crew. You know what time it is. We're number one. Man, that's insane. I almost can't believe this is real. I can't believe somebody made a blend like this. I can't believe AJ Fernandez literally made a blend like this. This blend is like to the wall. Like literally to the wall. Like strong. He must have blended out a couple of his top leaves. Man. That right there, Montecristo, they should be very happy with this stick. Especially the price. The price of this stick isn't inexpensive. My personal opinion, AJ, I think if he would have put a little bit of creaminess on here, it would have been perfect. But that's not the point of this stick. The point of this stick is to have a full body. No creaminess. The point of this is not to get anything but spice. A good amount of espresso at the beginning. Strong, mainly espresso. And then once you get in the other half, it turns into, woof, it turns into a chocolate bomb. I'm not going to even say the richest chocolate, the dirtiest chocolate you could think of. Maybe something out of the mountains, something that's just made. They put it in here. That's basically, I'm trying to give you a picture of what it is, what kind of chocolate. Not the most expensive chocolate, but something that's very bitter. And not only very bitter, it does hold its own. It does hold its own throughout the whole cigar. I can't believe the fact that this cigar is so spicy literally throughout the whole stick. I cannot believe it. When you first do this stick, you're going to get a ton. I'm getting it's already halfway at the halfway point, and I can't honestly say that I will ever do this stick again. It is insane. It's almost like buying a truck with 900 horsepower Why would you need a truck with 900 horsepower? It's like getting a motorcycle with 500 horsepower. It's like getting two horses and riding two horses. It's like going to the woods and looking for the bears and running away from the bears. This is literally like going to Russia when you don't go. You've never seen snow in your life. You went to Russia and you went hiking in the snow. This is something that I can say it's something out of this freaking world. The amount, the amount of roller coaster I'm getting on this stick. Sheesh. Not gonna say it's the best thing though. Not gonna say it's the best thing, but just the experience itself. Sheesh. This is, you know what, for all of the dummies out there, because we have a lot of people that like analogies, dumb analogies. Here's the dumb analogy. This is like eating, this is like eating a hard-boiled egg with the shell on. Okay? That's what I could say. And I'm sorry, AJ. Sorry, AJ, for saying that, but this is just a different experience. It's not an experience that you normally get in sticks, especially high-end sticks. High-end sticks don't usually have the full huge amount of spices this has. I've had so many sticks in my life, and I can say that this probably going up there on the spice of all the sticks that I've had. Holy crap. And it changes. The crazy part is it changes. Now I'm not getting, now I'm getting like a decadent, super strong, dark chocolate bitterness. Here we go. Let's drink this up. This is the best pairing. A midwinter nice dram. Here we go. Let's drink this up. This thing is honestly, it can rock any of you. I mean, how many of you can lift up 300 pounds deadlift? How many of you could bench press 400 pounds? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how much you could bench press. It doesn't matter how much you could. It doesn't matter how big you are. You could be Shaquille O'Neal. You could literally be the tallest man in the world. This is a strong, full body, real, manly, strong, very, very spicy thing. God dang. But it does give you a little bit of playtime. It gives you a little bit of playtime, right? It gives you a little bit of playtime. Over here. Jason Kane. What up, Reaper Crew? AJ's known for making strong cigars. Yes. AJ Fernandez is very known for making strong cigars. I do know that I have the possibility to literally do my own collab with AJ Fernandez. I know a lot of people, and I do know that I have the possibility to do that. But I will say, in my own cigar line, I personally will say, for me, if I wanted to make this just a tad bit better, the only recommendation, if I was next to AJ and I was to tell him one thing to do, but he wouldn't want it, obviously, because this is what he wants. This is the perfection. This is the perfection, Jason Kane. This is the perfect stick. This is why he has different blends. There's people that want strong, spicy, right? If this had a little bit of creaminess, this is all that was missing. A little bit of creaminess. Just a tad bit of creaminess. If this stick had just a little notch, doesn't even have to be a lot. If it just had a little notch of creaminess, I can say that this would be really out of the insane. But then the price would be a little bit higher. Because again, he's going to be blending a little bit. He's probably going to be blending a little bit, putting some in here. The fillers that he puts in here, it wouldn't be the full strong. Mind you, again, this is a box pressed. So he wouldn't have room. He wouldn't have room to put maybe two leaves that would fill this up, right? Very strong, Jason Kane. Jason Kane, this is no joke. But for all of you, I want to give you the good review. I don't think there's anybody on YouTube. Personally, I don't even know if there's reviews on this stick. We have to give it to Jason Kane. We have to give it to Edgar Romeo. Edgar Romeo had the picks of 2 sticks today to the show. Remember, Edgar Romeo is one of our great moderators, and he's almost like the CEO, right? Almost of this channel. He's been one of our OGs. I gave him the option to do on this review Montecristo and AJ Fernandez, and I gave him the option of doing a Buffalo Trace stick. He picked this one, so we picked this up, and I could do the whole AJ Fernandez line. I have the possibility to do that. The special ones do. There's a lot of special ones that are New World special, very nice. And here we go. Let's do this. Jason Kane, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Huge appreciation with the $20 super chat. Huge appreciation. Let's smoke this up. Oof. The crazy part is that, man, I can't believe I'm almost to the end, right? It's like a sport. This thing's like a sport, and it holds its flavor. It holds a strong, full body flavor. Wow. Oof. Oof. Whoa. Oof. Oof. The finish, because I took 2 puffs. I filled my mouth a little bit, spit it out. I filled my mouth again, blew it out. I got double the spice on that one. I don't even want to retrohale this. Once I retrohale this, oof. Okay, let me drink this up. Let me drink the rest. I'll have a little bit. So for a midwinter nice dram is the best whiskey pairing. Now we're gonna go full on. This is gonna be full force. We're gonna use Metallica. Shout out to Blackened and Willet. Let's put this on here. Let's pour this up. Now I love this because they use the rubber taps. They use the rubber corks. This is about $150, $160. Do I take to buy this? Only to pair with cigars. I would tell you only to pair this with cigars. My bottle's already almost halfway. Beautiful bottle. Metallica, Blackened, and Willet. I still got the finish on this stogie. Here we go. Let's drink this up. Oh, that is delightful. So, oof, that finish right there is super sweet. Super sweet finish. The rye on here is actually turning up on the finish, and it's adding to this. Wow, man. If you have an AJ Fernandez, just in general, I would recommend you again, get a cocktail, rye whiskey, a finished whiskey. Those are my recommendations. If you get a Scotch whiskey, make sure a Scotch whiskey that you get has a finished finish, like a rum finish, a French oak finish, any kind of finish. Do not have a regular Scotch with this. No. Do not. Wow. Oof. I gotta hold my gate. I gotta hold the gate, man. My mouth is full of raw spice, strong spice from the stick, the rye from that whiskey. It has a little bit of sweetness on that finish because of the whiskey, and also you do get a little bit of leather on this, mainly because I think I'm pairing it with the whiskey, and now I'm getting more of the leather note on this stick that does that does come out throughout the stick little by little when you start doing it. Here we go. Bitter chocolate is what I'm getting. Bitter chocolate now. Here we go. Let's drink it up with the whiskey. Blackened. Shout out to Metallica. You gotta have a rye whiskey. You gotta have a rye whiskey with this. Oh, you gotta have a rye whiskey with this. Woo! Woo! You gotta have a rye whiskey with this. Woo! Ooh. Jason Kane. I think Jason Kane knows. He knows how strong this is. Now again, if you guys just tuned in, Montecristo, okay, crafted by AJ Fernandez. So my opinion of what they did, I have a feeling that what they did, this is just an opinion. This is an opinion of what they did. I think they used a wrapper and the binder from Montecristo. That's my personal opinion. I have no idea. The wrapper, beautiful wrapper. The binder, which is inside, right? Which is inside. And then the filler, they used AJ Fernandez fillers, which would be his own leaves. His own leaves that he aged accordingly to get those strong spices. He divides. If you don't know, they divide their leaves. They know which leaves are stronger. Most of the time, the leaves that are stronger, the strongest leaves, right, of the plant are usually in the top, the top of the plant, okay, the top of the plant. They take off those leaves, and yes, they age them and they do their thing. But I have a feeling that this wrapper. Is from Montecristo, but that's just my idea. That's my idea of how AJ did this to make this collab so perfect. And I'm pretty sure that they talked it out and they figured out, this is what they released. I'm going to say the presentation is still beautiful. It does come with that. It comes with that little sleeve. Beautiful little sleeve. This is almost like a copyright sleeve. Look at it, beautiful, right? Trademark sleeve. And then you have this too. They have this too, so that you don't damage the tip. And it says Nicaragua. It says Nicaragua right there. Okay, here we go. Whew, they're strong. Here we go. Poof. Ooh. I could almost chew that rye. I could almost chew that rye. Out of all these whiskeys, the rye whiskeys, especially the blended straight rye whiskey, is probably the best pick to put with this stick. Third best would be Garrison Brothers and Redwood Empire. Last place would be Maker's Mark. I'm gonna drink a little bit of water real quick. I'm literally walking over there and I could still smell this stick. Wow, it's so strong. It's so good and strong. But again, I'm going to say this. Price on this one, inexpensive. You can find these at your store. Not every store is going to have this one because it's a special release that they both did. Also, the whiskeys, a little bit hard to find. A little bit hard to find. If you could find this one, drink it by itself. Don't pair it up with a cigar that's very strong, right? You could use what kind of cigar you could use? Any Connecticut. Connecticut would be good with this. Connecticut would be good with this. Or Habano. You have any Habanos? You can mix it with this. On this strong one, I think the blanket is really profoundly amazing. It's god dang good. Really good. Expensive bottle. I don't tell you to go buy this, go crazy for this, but they're all good. All the whiskeys that I'm showing you good. If you like honey, and you like a rich, chewable whiskey, look at how the color on this, it's very, very rich. Does it go with this more than all of them? It actually is the sweetest one, and it actually gives it almost like a honey sugar vibe to this stick. This one over here is probably the best on the stream. This is the best pairing with this Montecristo AJ Fernandez. Now, if you do find this one, you're looking at about $200 and something. I don't recommend you to buy this unless you are a whiskey enthusiast. Even if you're a whiskey enthusiast, I still don't recommend you to buy this. It personally, for the price, there's a lot of better stuff out there for you to buy. But if you're pairing up with a whiskey that's strong and heavy and spicy, this is really, really outstanding. And then we have, man, I don't know if you guys believe me, but I still have a spiciness from the stick. It's just lingering. It's lingering on my palate. It's insane. If I'm talking to somebody right now, if there was somebody next to me, they'd be able to smell. They'd be able to smell the heavy-duty, strong, spiciness of this tobacco. They'd be able to smell this stogie, literally, just coming out of my pores on my shirt. This is really, really insanely. What a roller coaster. And also, we did have this one. I did want to put this on the stream. Because, well, I think it would have been the fruitiest one out of all of these, and it was a little bit thin, and I wanted something thin. If you see the color on this, yes, it's thin. You can't chew this, but it's almost very complementary to this stick. This stick needs a little bit more extra flavors, and to give it a little bit more extra flavors, I thought this would be good. The weeded bourbon, right? Screaming Time from Redwood Empire, really good, but you have to like a little bit of creaminess, a little bit of fruitiness, a little bit of juicy fruitiness. We can also say is almost like an apricot over here, or maybe a peach, apricot and peach, with a little bit of beautiful notes on here that are very complimentary with this stick. I'm gonna say this off the bat. Let's see if it's off the bat. This is not a stick for a rookie. If you are a rookie looking to buy this because it's so cool looking, don't buy this. There you go. I'm going to say this off the rip. If you want a stick, never buy, just in general, never buy box pressed. Box pressed, I talked about at the beginning of the stream. Never buy a box pressed stick. Always try to buy a standard looking, beautiful, round, maybe a Robusto, a Churchill. You could get a nice Toro, a double Corona. But if any of you are new into stogies and you're looking at this stream, maybe you're watching me from work, right? You're like, man, I got to try this out. But you're new. You don't know what it is to even light up a stick. This is not for the faint of heart. I'm going to say this is not Reaper Crew. This is not for the faint of heart, okay? This is not for anybody out there that doesn't know about sticks. If you don't know nothing of what you're doing, you don't even know how to light a stick. If you don't know how to taste it, you don't know how to do anything. You don't even know how to cut it. This is a stick you want to avoid. This is for anybody that really is into the hobby. You have to know, whenever you go to the store, main thing you want to ask is, if you're new right into stokies, you want to ask the store owner or maybe the employee there, hey, I don't want a box press. First thing you want to say is you don't want a box press. And you want to also say that you want nothing that has a full body. You want something a little bit mild, right? I don't recommend any newbie out here to go straight to Connecticut. Go straight to Habano. But again, I'm going to say, man, one more puff. Let's do one puff. Wow. Wow. How the heck? No. No. My tongue is blasted with spices. How is that possible? The whole stick. Wow. 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 Hey, Jimmy. Wow. Holy that is a stick. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the official review that's an official review of the Montecristo. Yes, crafted by AJ Fernandez. AJ Fernandez. Ladies and gentlemen, wow, I'm going to have to get some coffee, finish up the stick in my own time. We did some whiskeys on this stream, fun time. I gave you the full review. Oof. It's no way. I just puffed this up like, how many seconds ago? Like 2 seconds, 2 minutes ago? I just puffed this up like 2 minutes ago. And the spices are ramping up in the back of my throat. It's almost like if I put a little bit of Tabasco. It's almost it's almost if I put a little bit of Tabasco sauce in my throat. And that's literally the main note on this whole stick. Leather, a little bit of espresso, strong espresso, chocolate notes on here, chocolatey bitterness, chocolatey, strong chocolatey bitterness. And it doesn't give you anything sweet on here. This is a no-joke stick. If you want to know a joke stick and you want to feel like a real man, and you want to know what it is to have something real spicy, a long finish, the longest finish you ever have in a stick, AJ Fernandez does it. But we did this, Montecristo, AJ Fernandez to the T. I'm going to finish this up with a little bit of coffee because it needs to complement it with a little bit of sugar. I need some sugar in my life right now, a little bit of Cuban coffee. All these whiskeys out here, what a great time having these whiskeys. Best whiskey on the stream to pair with this. You already saw it. A midwinter nice dram. Fantastic. Great pairing with this. I would recommend you to get a good rye and a good finish, or maybe even a blend with this. Don't go for scotch unless, again, it has a strong, sweet finish, rum, French oak, Madeira, or even some of the other finished double cast Scotch whiskeys. Irish whiskey might be amazing with this too. And I don't personally don't buy Japanese whiskey with this. It's not going to be a good look. It's not going to be Japanese whiskey. No. Don't buy Japanese whiskey. Scotch whiskey, Irish whiskey. Stay away from the Scotch whiskey. It has a lot of peat, a lot of smoke. You're not going to like it. It's going to ruin it. Again, this is the review. Oh. This thing beat me up. This thing beat me up, ladies and gentlemen. What a roller coaster ride, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are amazing. Reaper crew. Let's give a shout out to the USA, U.S. Marines, U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, and the U.S. Space Force battling the aliens over there in the moon. For all of you watching around the world, this is the review. Montecristo, crafted by AJ Fernandez. This is it. And for a lot of you watching, you already know the prize. You've seen it. Make sure. Take it easy with this stick. Take it easy with Box Press. You guys know we stream every single day. Tomorrow we'll be back on a different stream. What kind of stream I'm going to do? We're going to do a whiskey review tomorrow. And I'm probably going to be cooking something amazing. For all of you watching, thank you for tuning in. Today is almost the end of the April. And for all of you watching, thank you for tuning in. You guys are amazing. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Hit that like button. And if you like this stream, don't forget to comment after this stream. Don't forget to get that membership if you want to get the membership and see those members-only live streams and videos. Don't forget to do that. When you do click that details, the description. There's a join button. You can join. And for all of you watching, it's officially not time for me. This cigar really took the life out of me. That was awesome. What an experience. Well, I experienced an AJ Fernandez again, of course. We're going to do a bunch of sticks. For all of you watching, you guys are amazing. Reaper Crew, it's time for me to sign out. Monday. Best day of the week. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. We're #1. Reaper officially. Huge shout outs to Jason Kane. Shout outs to April. Thank you so much. And also, I saw Who Dat. Shout outs to Who Dat and everybody in the chat room. You guys are amazing. I see Farm Kitty, Edgar Omi, and everybody. I'll see you all soon. Reaper officially signing out. I'll see you tomorrow.